Karol, are you okay? Even though your sword's still broken?
Nah, it's lighter and feels easier to use.
Now your sword won't be swinging you anymore. Sounds good to me. Breaking your sword to get it to just the right length. You're obviously some guild's ace.
Yuri, you didn't break Karol's sword on purpose, did you?
I'm not that good.
We got started off right with a skit to open up this episode. Welcome, guys. Ah, man, that Karol, he's a real character, ain't he? I really like him.
I'm gonna do it!
Yeah, let's do it. The both of us will handle these tulipers. As soon as I remember. But no orange gels for the doggo, please. Oh god, I'm surrounded by these tulipers. Oh my god, look at Karol go. Yes, so last time we got through Koi Woods to the other side of Daedon Hold. Gotta hope we don't bump into the Lord of the Plains on our way to that town over there. Ooh, the name which escapes me at the moment. And we picked up a new party member. Karol is on the team already. Hey, that's nice. He's this feisty little kid who claims to be a big monster hunter dude. He seems to be doing alright in the fight so far. He just dragon uppered those tulips, so that's pretty good. I'm surprised we already have a full party, I have to say. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised since my previous experience is Symphonia, where they front-loaded you with characters. You had 5 characters within the first few hours of the game. Here we still only have 4. Because I did not expect that Rapide would be a party member, our faithful doggo. I kind of thought he would be just a hang-alonger, same way that Noish was in... Oh my god, look at the moves Karol's got in the background there. He nearly wrecked that thing. But, yeah, I didn't think Rapide would fill the party slot. I mean, truth be told, I haven't been able to avoid spoilers entirely. If you watch the opening, movie animation, that Goggles girl is the 3rd character that appears in the list before Karol even, so honestly I expected her
These
to...
are the threads that weave our future.
Magic Guard, eh? Alright. Oh yeah, because she leveled up her skill of hers. Cool, we can swap in a new equipment for her. Yeah, Goggles girl I expected to actually join the party before Karol, just because she showed up first in the... She showed up before Karol in the opening. Although I guess Estelle shows up before anybody else in that opening, so that wasn't much of a guess. But I figured that she'd be the 4th party member. She'd be in the 4 party members, whoever Goggles girl is. I believe she's a mage of some kind. I have seen some clips with her in it. She seems to be the caster, if I saw correctly. I guess we can only find out by continuing the game and finding out, yeah?
Estelle, what are you looking at?
It's a map of the area around here.
Oh, let me see. Hey, this is almost completely blank.
Oh yeah.
You can't call this a map.
Really?
You should try a surveyor's guild like the World Cellar. Their maps are really amazing. All the top guild members have one.
So then naturally you've got a copy, right, Karol? Let's see it.
Well, you see, once you get as good as I am, you don't need to use a map anymore.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's too bad. I really wanted to see it.
Well, maybe we can swing by his guild house and see over there. Did we get a link? No, we are not close enough to get a link with these enemies. Oop, this guy over here. So, before we go to town, I wanted to talk really quickly about the voice actors. As you know, I am a fan of voice actors, so I've I've gushed over Troy Baker so much, I'll just save him for now. If you guys don't know who Troy Baker is, look up his Wikipedia page and spend a good while reading through that list of roles. I wanted to focus on the 2 party members we have right now. Estelle is voiced by Eden Regal, who I did not recognize a lot of her roles. What jumped out for me was Sherry in Resident Evil 6. That wasn't a great game, but I did enjoy Sherry showing up. Being a longtime Resident Evil fan, I thought it was just nice seeing the canon go forward like that by having Sherry show up. And Eden did a good job as the voice of Sherry, I think. That was a pretty good... That whole story was pretty good with Sherry and... Oh man, this guy! That's adorable. And who was the other guy? Patrick? No. Sully? No. What the heck was the other guy who you played alongside with Sherry? The guy. Well, you can see what impact that character left on me, because I can't even remember what that guy's name was. He fights the Ustanak. Yeah, see, I remember the monster's name, but not who that guy's name was. Righto, we've got Magic Guard here available. We can free that up. Or... yeah, I guess... already no further effect. Huh. Well, I guess I'll just lock those in just for the heck of it, just to remind myself that I got them on. So what was Magic Guard again? Press square plus L to decrease magic damage. Right, so if I'm playing as Estelle, I can avoid magic damage while using my special guard. Fair enough. But the notable thing about Eden Regal is, you can tell from the last... hey there, big guy.
Leave it to me!
What's this old peddly monster? Oh, a Trent! Of course! Not quite the one I'm used to, but fair enough. I'll take this Trent. Oh! I forgot these things freaking Killer Bee you. Alright, Karol. Let me show you my skills to you by fighting this enormous Trent. And you can handle those axe beaks. Should be trivial, yeah? Oh, someone used them. Orange gel. Well, it's fine. I can spare them.
This? Nah, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I am.
Probably just the adrenaline, you know. Okay, yeah. Eden Regal is Sam Regal of what's it called? Of, Critical Role fame. She is his sister. Which is, I think that's kind of fun. The siblings both do voice acting. That's really nice.
Me, do you? Help me, Yuri!
Something the matter, Karol?
It's nothing.
Ooh. Repeat nearly got him there.
Talk about mood swings.
By the way, freaking Karol's dialogue would be amazing in Japanese. I'll just tell you guys now. I said I would play this in English, but I'm really tempted to listen to the Japanese track sometime because of... let's get to Karol's voice actress, Julianne Taylor. Probably the most notable role that popped out for me was in all of the Nier games, she is Emil. You can kind of tell that when you listen to Karol talk. Like, Karol sounds a bit like Emil, but a bit more feistier, I guess. And also, what I thought was really interesting, in Fire Emblem Awakening, she voiced Julianne Taylor. She voiced Cordelia and Severa. So that kind of just took me back, like, wait, the mother and daughter were both voiced by the same character, the same voice actor. I found that, like, wait, what? I had to actually go and check, like, Severa was Cordelia's daughter, right? I'm right about that.
It's kind of weird.
He does seem a bit restless, but that doesn't make him a bad person.
Didn't seem evil. I'll bet he's got some weird thoughts going on in his head.
You're only saying that because you can see some of yourself in him.
Oh.
You think the two of us are alike?
Yes, it's like you have genuine emotions, but your pride won't let you show them.
Oh, wow.
So I can't bring myself to dislike him.
Huh.
Did I upset you?
No, that's just some pretty deep insight about people you only just met is all.
Hey!
Ah, man, Yuri turned it around. Like, Yuri was tilted for a second there. Mr. King of Cool here is, like, unshakable. But now freaking Estelle actually... She got him there. Not bad, Estelle. That was cool. That was a really neat scene. Alright, that's enough grinding and me talking about voice acting. Let's go to this town and I'll get to Karol's Japanese voice. The City of Blossoms, Halure. We were going to some F starting place, Fahul, Fario, something like that, but Halure is our first stop. So might as well drop in.
Halure, the City of Blossoms.
Yeah, that's right.
It looks charming. Got a bit of a hobbity look to it. Or Rivendell-y, actually. No, that big barrel over there was first... I went, oh, the Shire hobbits. But maybe a bit more Rivendell-y, actually.
Don't they have a barrier here?
Yes, there should be.
Oh, interesting.
You guys haven't been to Halure before, right?
No. No, I guess not. Or, I don't know.
So
I
you
haven't
heard
been.
about the tree barrier.
Oh.
Tree barrier.
Some Blastia fuse to plant life, gain organic qualities, and evolve. The
Fascinating.
tree barrier of Halure is one prime example of this. I read that in a book.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Professor. So what's happened to this famous barrier?
Oh wow, freaking... Is she like the professor character? She's the smart guy character like Rain was in Symphonia, but she's like completely a different personality. That's kind of neat. I just realized. Oh, hey everybody. Why the down face?
Doesn't look like it's doing much right now.
Every year, just before the blossoms are in full bloom, the barrier weakens for a while.
Oh. Well.
It's just that time of year right now, and the monsters took the opportunity to attack.
Wow, that's... You know, this place is doing really well for such a kind of grim place. Like, you had to spend your whole year preparing for this one season when it's monsters coming down on you.
When the barrier went down?
Yeah, the monsters were taken care of, but the tree is slowly starting to decay.
That cannot be a good thing, I assume.
Hey!
What is it?
Sorry, I gotta run! Bye!
Oh, okay.
Does that kid ever sit still?
We could have used a guide in this town, but okay, we'll catch you later, Karol.
So I guess you'll be looking for Flynn now, huh, Estelle?
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, never mind. That was so funny.
Does she know we need to keep a low profile?
I thought she was just running off to like herself, but never mind. She's
What
actually...
happened to looking for Flynn?
She's now... Well, the immediately hurt people take priority, Yuri. Come on, get with the program. Parted with Estelle and Karol. So dramatic, freaking. Just announcing that we're separated. Well, it's just you and me, Repeat. Well, the two of us make a pretty good team, so, oh, dang, now he ran off again, chasing squirrels. Never gonna teach him not to chase squirrels. Oh, well. So, the big deal, though... Oh, the mayor's residence. Guess I can pop in there real quick. With, Karol's Japanese voice actress. I knew I recognized the voice when I saw those clips. He is voiced by veteran voice actress Kumiko Watanabe, who is the voice of Keroro in freaking Sergeant Frog. That's one of my favorite animes, and that's like one of my favorite voice performances, is her incredibly long and good run as Keroro. And like basically the voice she does for Karol in this game is basically Keroro, so that's why I was like immediately took a shine to that. Like there's bits of Keroro in that character, I feel, the whole like excitedness and stuff, being really hyper and whatnot. So like that's super rad to me. Also, I was really amused looking through Watanabe's roles, because Keroro has a million Gundam references in it, the anime, because the character Keroro himself is a giant Gundam fan. So it turns out that Kumiko Watanabe has been in Gundam. She was... Look at all this treasure we're getting here hidden. Hope the mayor doesn't mind. Look at this organic house, by the way. This is incredibly cool. Like I said, this is some elf stuff right here, Rivendell-y. With this running water and this plant and stuff. Really neat. Man, some of these environments in this game are good. Like, the castle was a bit drab, but then there's places like this. I am just stunned by how good they look. So, basically... Kumiko Watanabe was the voice of Katejina in Victory Gundam, and I have to say, if you asked me what character do you think that the voice actress of Keroro had actually been in Gundam, you know, notably, in a notable role, I would never have expected a super evil character like Katejina, a super no-nonsense villain character like Katejina to be her role. Also, in not in the original Gundam 80, but in like whenever Gundam 80 pops up in like Super Robot Wars or whatever, she voices Al. Well, because it's a kid character, so that makes sense to me. So super rad voice actress. Kinda makes me want to go over and do a little bit of a Japanese voice track on this game at some point. But hey, look, Julianne Taylor does a good job as Emile, and has done a good job as Karol, even though I was ragging on her a little bit. Listening to Karol today in this episode, it's been fine. It's an alright character. I feel anyway. You start to appreciate the barrier Blastia now that it's gone. We were lucky to get away with just bruises, but the elderly. Oh yeah, you guys look a bit rock. Oh wait, that wasn't even a elf. Well, it's a bunch of Irish people anyway, I'll just give them the voice. This guy looks like an elf. We're powerless. We can't even help the people of Halure. Sorry about that. The business to take care of real quick that came up, but let's carry on with exploring the rather... For a City of Blossoms, not a very cheerful place, but I guess we picked the exact wrong time of the year to pop in. It hurts. Yeah, like that guy said. Oh, that's a path. Okay. I almost missed that. General store's closed by the looks of it. Yeah, this is actually a path that goes up. Oh, but doesn't seem to be anything up here. Okay. I guess that's a nice detail to climb up there. Kind of look like scenery, but sure. Okay. Am I hurt? No, I'm just too scared to move. Father, this is so embarrassing. I can't face the citizens of the city. Now, come on, your dad's been through some stuff. Give him a rest, alright? I can't even tend to the inn with these injuries. Luckily, the children that took shelter indoors are safe. Oh man, you mean we can't drop in to rest? In the nebula? The nebula. Well, we can use the save spot at least, but it looks like it's locked. Must be a guest room. Oh, but this one we can pop in for the heck of it. And, well, place is closed, so no one minds if I take this complimentary apple gel out of the cupboard. I don't normally do this kleptomania in games, but I've been rambling a lot today, I know, so it's just... couldn't help myself. Okay, well, we're not doing too bad on supplies, so... we'll see if we can help things out here. Ah, here we go.
Might I help heal your wounds?
Oh my, you can use healing arts?
Oh, I was about to say, look at how cool that mage over there in the background is, but actually I think that mage is hurting real bad, so never mind.
That would be excellent, but I'm afraid we don't have very much money.
No, I don't need any money.
We could use a bit because there's gonna be a shop with new items. Fair enough.
Amazing. The pain is all gone. Thank you so very much.
It would be dickish of us, I suppose, not to help these people out, sure.
Please don't mention it.
My heavens, what amazing healing arts you have.
What is Yuri here like? Yeah, not bad technique.
How can we ever thank you?
No, really, think nothing of it.
Oh yeah, Yuri's just like, hey, we're supposed to be keeping a low profile, so just let these poor people die, why don't you?
What a humble young lady. I wish the Imperial Knights could follow your example.
Not a chance. The Knights refuse to lift a finger to protect us from the monsters.
Well, I guess the Empire couldn't care less what happens to us here.
No, that's not true.
Oh, woof. Locals are a bit...
But that one Knight sure was different, wasn't he?
Ah, okay, and Estelle immediately goes like, oh!
Yes, that young man. If not for him, we would have all been lost. The barrier weakened earlier than usual this year, and we were attacked before the guild could come to protect us. There was a knight who happened to be passing through our town on a pilgrimage. He and his brigade drove off all the monsters.
Ah, how useful.
A knight on a pilgrimage.
Yeah, I knew it. Estelle's totally just like, oh, well, never mind. Now I'm all hyped for you guys, because you guys are backing up my man, Flynn here.
Is this knight named Flynn by any chance?
Yes, his name was Flynn Shifo.
Is he still in the city?
No, he left the village afterwards in search of a mage who could fix the barrier.
Oh, well, what a nice guy. You know, I just realized what this feels like, this whole we're trying to find Flynn. It reminds me of the never-ending quest to find Sephiroth in the, like, beginning half of Final Fantasy VII, which a lot of people do, I guess with good reason, point as the weak part of Final Fantasy VII is around the time you cross the ocean, then the western continent is just bouncing from town to town going, nope, you just missed Sephiroth, but you can do this side quest, this side story over here, why don't you? I mean, they're not side stories because you have to do them, but like they're like side stories in that they're not related to the main quest, really. But I dug that a lot as a kid, and maybe if I played it today I wouldn't be as into it, but I thought that was the whole part of the whole being on a grand adventure around the world. It just felt it felt cool to me. That like I think I could already appreciate that follow this guy was an excuse to just bop from town to town, encountering the world as we went along. But like I thought it was cool because I liked traveling around the world and seeing this fantasy world. So if it's anything like that in this, I welcome the opportunity to bounce around following Flynn and his entourage.
You know where he went?
It looked like he was headed east, but beyond that I couldn't tell you.
Okay, next breadcrumb on our trail.
I see. So we can wait here, and Flynn will come to us.
Oh, never mind. That was my whole spiel about following the guy, but we're just gonna sit around and wait for him to come back. Well, that'll work too.
Looks like we've caught up with him. Don't you feel better now?
Yes. I won't be able to relax until I see him. I guess I feel better.
Yeah, chin up, Estelle. This wasn't so tough.
I think I'll go have a look at this famous tree. Want to come with?
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yuri, you don't mind? You're okay not going after the Blastia core thief?
I can spare enough time to look at a tree at least.
Ah, good guy, Yuri. He's good point. Like, this guy, I don't think the thief knows he's being chased. At least this doggedly, so like we can probably spare a couple of days or hours or whatever to catch up with this dude. Excuse me again for a second. Yeah, I'm really tied down with stuff to take care of today. Oh well.
I had the wrong person. And none of the others from the guild are here either.
Oh?
I kept her waiting so long. She must have gotten mad and left. I wanted to show her Halure's flowers in full bloom. Then maybe...
Aw,
Karol, what's the matter?
girl troubles? Chin up,
Where'd
buddy.
she go? Is she really gone? I'm doing the best I can.
Actually, I'm gonna guess this is not a girlfriend. This is something more personal, I think. Of course, I guess significant others are personal, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's carry on.
Karol?
Let's give him some time alone.
It's over. It's over. It's all over. It's really over. Everything is over.
Oof, okay, so I said that Julianne Taylor did a good job, but that line read, maybe could have used a bit more work, I don't know.
Yeah! We got weapons now! We're gonna beat those monsters! The mayor's gonna let us fight now!
Oh jeez, this is gonna end badly.
Let's beat up those monsters just like Flynn! Yeah!
Oh, there's gonna be a
Those
problem.
kids are trying to fight. I hope the barrier is restored soon.
I don't know if I've described that as fighting, but
Me too.
ooh, cool. More Blastia trivia, I guess.
Even though Dadenhold was struggling without a barrier, they'd have had issues even with one.
Yes, barriers really do have a big impact on people's day-to-day lives.
Well, they keep people safe from monsters just by being there. It's no surprise it changes things.
I want to help heal Halure's tree as soon as possible so that everyone can feel safe again.
Yeah, see, this, like, the Final Fantasy VII comparison, it totally feels like we are in one of those, here's the plot of this area thing right now. Now we're hanging out at Halure and they have this problem with this shut down tree. Truth be told, that's what Dadenhold felt like for a second too, but then we didn't really end up doing much with the Lord of the Plains or anything, so never mind, I guess. But now I feel like we're gonna do like a Deku tree dungeon or something and we'll fight a big monster. At the tree is my scratch in my back of my neck. We'll see what happens. If you follow the hill up, you'll arrive at the tree of Halure. Of course, it's dead now. Dead? That's kind of a problem, isn't it? It's supposed to, like, bloom and stuff to restore the barrier. It's the season for flower viewing. There aren't any flowers to view. Monsters are attacking. It's too much. Okay, so I'm not doing great line reads either, but I'm not paid for this. Bad excuse, I know. I gotta work on this. It's a work in progress. There must be some way to bring the Tree of Halure back to life. Okay. Wonder if it'll involve 3 adventurers and their mighty dog companion. That could just be what they need to restore that tree. I can't believe monsters attacked. Why isn't the barrier blaster working? Because that tree's dead. We already established that. Like those 2 other exposition NPCs just mentioned it.
It's huge up close.
The tree's flowers should blossom any day now.
Yeah, I wish I could see it in bloom.
I know how you feel. There's something about the image of a tall tree vibrant with blossoms and protecting the city that's so romantic.
Yeah, well, we just heard from a couple of guys that the tree is dead ski, so...
You know, I'm gonna stay here and help heal the injured.
If you're gonna heal something, maybe you could heal the barrier itself.
What do you mean?
When monsters come again, more people are gonna get hurt. Those kids we just saw could be among them.
Is this still Troy Baker? One of those lines sounded a little weird. There's a thing with Yuri's English voice in this definitive edition. And I suddenly just got this like scratch in the back of my head. Was that a line by Troy Baker? It could just be that the guy's so versatile that I wasn't expecting him to do a voice like that. But well, I have to...
It's true. But I have no idea how I could heal the barrier.
You know, it has to be because Estelle's fully voiced in this scene as well, and yeah, never mind.
What you need to heal is this tree. It wouldn't be in this condition just because some monsters attacked it.
Yeah, okay, let's focus on the plot for now. I'm too voice actor focused today. Too many voice actors on the brain.
There's some other reason?
I think there's gotta be.
Yeah, it's probably Troy Baker.
What are the 2 of you doing over here?
We're trying to figure out why the tree has withered like this.
I don't know if you'll make much progress on that one. The Knight Flynn couldn't figure out the reason either.
Oh, that's a problem.
Oh, Karol. Karol, we need your help.
Hey, buddy.
What are you talking about?
It seems these 2 are trying to figure out the reason the trees withered so.
Man, this guy. Like, all he did was a case of mistaken identity, and he is down in the dumps.
Oh, is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
I know the reason. It's why I was in the forest looking for the egg bear.
Oh, okay.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Look closely at the ground. Notice the strange color?
It's all gloamy
That
and
color is where
earthen.
the ground absorbed the blood of monsters who attacked the town. That blood has been poisoning Halure's tree.
Ew, the monsters have poison blood? Ugh. Well, I guess, I don't know, I guess it's easy to kill a plant by putting the wrong stuff in the ground soil.
What? The monster blood? I had no idea.
You know, that's a great idea for a children's book. You could write like 4 of those about monster blood, I think.
Karol, you really know your stuff, don't you?
It was nothing.
Is there anything we can do to get rid of the poison?
He's still being like humble bragging even while he's dejected.
I know a way, but... well, no one believes me.
Aw. I think we're all ears.
Try us.
I think we'd be able to do it if we had a panacea bottle.
Oh, okay. One of those, like, Esuna items, basically. At least that's what it was in Symphonia. Yeah.
Let's go, Yuri.
The general store's... okay, never mind. We'll go give it a try.